Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary Legacy Adventure. Last time we defeated Mephisto, and today we're moving on to the final battle in Blade's hero path. Are you my mummy? First vampires, then zombies, hulks, and demons? What else could go wrong? Mummy? Yes, we know Blade has major mummy issues. Oh, there's also this ancient mummy that just woke up with a nasty cough. That's certainly not going to be a problem, is it? So today we're facing Apocalypse. Apocalypse is a mummy? I guess that makes sense. He's like from Egypt, right? He always leads the Four Horsemen. That's these guys. Four Horsemen villains get +2 attack. Apocalypse wins when famine, pestilence, war, and death have escaped. Master Strike, each player reveals their hand and puts all their heroes that cost 1 or more on top of their deck. So his villain group gets stronger, and whenever he Master Strikes, he slows you down by quite a bit. So a nasty chain of Master Strikes can make it so you can't really do anything for a while, which kind of sucks. And the scheme is the Pan-Dimensional Plague. Set up 10 twists. Twist KO all wounds from next to the HQ, then put a wound from the wound stack next to each hero in the HQ. Special rules: when a player recruits a hero with a wound next to it, that player can either gain that wound or pay 1 recruit to return that wound to the wound stack. Evil wins when the wound stack runs out, so you need extra recruit to not gain the wounds yourself and just instead return the wounds to the wound stack. So yeah, try to get some extra recruit. This scheme is interesting because this scheme is from the Secret Wars Volume 1 expansion, which came out in 2015. But the Grievous wounds came out in the Civil War expansion, which is from 2016. And there are 14 Grievous wounds that are added. So if that wasn't the case, there would only be 32 wounds. Like if you were playing with this before the Civil War expansion, or if you didn't have the Civil War expansion, there would be only 32 wounds, which means if you didn't return stuff, you would lose at Twist 7. And this is assuming you don't get wounds from anything else. So having the Civil War expansion makes this a lot easier, and having the Weapon X expansion, which adds the... what are they called? Enraging wounds? Yeah. If you had the Weapon X expansion that added the enraging wounds, that would make this even easier. So I've got like a little bit of an advantage here because I'm using different wounds. Civil War is one of the ones required for the hero path, so I'm going to be using them. Even if it wasn't, I'd probably still use them. But I just think it's rather interesting that this scheme got significantly easier with a new expansion that came out just 1 year later. We're also facing the Underworld and the Sentinels, and we're playing as Blade, Cable, Domino, Iceman, and Storm. And special rules for this setup: if Apocalypse's immortal and undefeated tactic causes you to shuffle it back into the other tactic, shuffle the top card of the bystander stack into Apocalypse's tactics instead. It has Fight, rescue this as a bystander. So one of the reasons Apocalypse is really hard is immortal and undefeated. So if this is not the final tactic, rescue 6 bystanders and shuffle this tactic back into the other tactics. You can get really unlucky and just get a chain of this into this into this into this into this and just never be able to beat him. It's very possible. So this special rule just helps mitigate that RNG a lot, which is kind of nice. Apocalypse is generally, I think, probably one of the hardest masterminds, and doing this makes him a little bit more reasonable to fight. So let's talk about our hero lineup here. We got Blade. We can't replace Blade, so we're stuck with him. But what we do have is Iceman, and Iceman is incredible. Frostspike armor is incredible. Ice Slide is incredible. He's basically the ranged version of Tony Stark, where he's got a bunch of... he's basically the ranged hero. And I want to keep him along with Storm, who also has a lot of ranged cards and has Gathering Storm Clouds, which is a recruit card which we're going to need to deal with the Plague. And it also draws cards, which helps stack up stuff for Iceman. So these two together need to stay. We need a lot of recruit for the Plague in order to overpay to return wounds to the wound stack. We could just not overpay and gain the wounds instead. That feels like it's going to get out of hand very quickly. So we're going to need recruit, which means I would like to bring in our 2 recruit heroes. We've got Enchantress and we've got the Ancient One. 2 very heavily incentivized heroes for recruit, with Irresistible Bribe, Soul Sacrifice, Astral Confrontation, War of the Mind. These 2 are good. Both of these heroes are good. I like both of them. Cable, in particular, has ranged, which can go with Iceman, but so does Enchantress. And Domino is all about versatile, which is good because you can versatile for recruit if you need to spend recruit to get rid of the wounds, or you can versatile for attack if you need to kill things. She's very useful here, but I want to keep these 2 together, so I'm replacing these 2. That's all I got to say about that. This, I don't think I've ever faced this scheme before. Or if I have, I don't remember. It seems like it could be pretty annoying to deal with the gaining all the wounds and stuff, but overpaying shouldn't be that bad, and if I really, really want a card and I can't overpay it, I can just buy it and get the wound. So it shouldn't be too terrible. And I've got leeway because of the enraging grievous wounds. Enraging wounds are permanent effects. I have a lot more leeway because of that. So let's give it a shot. Remember that the 4 horsemen get +2 attack. I will remember this. Sam will remember this. Master Strike. Each player reveals their hand and puts all their heroes that cost 1 or more on top of their deck. That's actually a perfect time for that card. Got a 4/4 on both sides. I mean, if you insist, I'll probably take one of these on both sides. Okay. KO all wounds from next to the HQ, then put a wound from the wound stack next to each hero on the HQ. When a player recruits a hero with a wound next to it, the player can either gain that wound or pay 1 recruit to return that wound to the wound stack. Okay, that's a little bit more annoying. I think I still want Soul Sacrifice. Like, this'll just be so useful. The earlier I can get it, the better. That would give me the wound, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. And then this side can overpay for Astral Confrontation. And start with the... Start looking for recruit synergy stuff. Okay. That's unfortunate, but... We're gonna be getting wounds. Like, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I can't overpay for everything. Okay, I'm gonna overpay for this. It says return it to the wound stack. I'm gonna put it on the bottom. This wouldn't matter if I didn't have the grievous wounds, but I feel like that's a good place to put it. Alright, we've got the makings of the start of a good range deck here. And I'll start with Storm, because I will need the recruit. Okay, War of the Mind is fantastic. I would like to get to that eventually. Can't afford either of these. I could afford this, but that's not going to go over here. Fight a Sentinel. I guess I KO an Agent. This side is trying to do a recruit synergy strategy, but but actually, maybe I do KO a trooper. Like, all I need to do is get to War of the Mind, and then I can start a fighting Apocalypse for only recruit. This feels wrong, but I'm doing it anyways. And buy an officer, because I am doing a recruit strategy, and this will help me get to War of the Mind, and this is a very good officer. A Scheme Twist, KO all wounds from next to the HQ. Then put a wound from the wound stack next to each hero in the HQ. I do have 6 recruit. I could buy this for 6, KO the wound with Soul Sacrifice. I like that idea. I'm going to overpay for this by 1. Okay. Okay. KO all wounds. And put a wound next to everything. I can buy War of the Mind. I can't overpay for it, but I think it's still worth it to get this as soon as possible. Shove this into the astral plane. It's an annoying fight effect. It's not that bad. I don't really need to shove this in the astral plane, but it escaping is our alternate lose condition for Apocalypse. The thing is, I'm not going to be able to fight it anytime soon because it has +2 attack. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to put it into the astral plane, right? Yeah, put this into the astral plane. Get rid of it. And I think I'm buying this and gaining the wound. Like, this is just too good a card to not get as soon as possible. Alright, I can overpay for this, or I can buy Enchant the Senses. Deep Freeze is better for drawing a lot into Frostbite armor. This is 2 attack. Overpaying for this is good because then I will have extra wounds in the wound stack. Okay. I will overpay for this. Gain this. Okay, Teachings of Camartage is good. Fight you for 3. Fight KO one of my heroes. This side I think I'll KO agents before troopers. Okay, Scheme Twist. KO all the wounds. Get some more wounds. Let's see here. I might just ignore this forever. I have a lot of recruit this turn, huh? Sure do. Teachings of Camartage. How much recruit do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 recruit. Jeez. Overpay for this and then buy like an officer or something. Night Hunter could be okay. KO a trooper. Covert trigger 3 extra recruit, and I can fight the mastermind using only recruit this turn, but I don't have enough. I'm going to overpay for Teachings of Camartage. Buy it for 5. Lightning's Bolt. Eh. Oh yeah, Storm has some synergy with Blade. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I could buy this, but it's not really going with what I'm trying to do over here. I'll just buy another officer. If it turns out I don't want this later, I can always get it with Soul Sacrifice. Draw a card. To recruit, draw a card. Huh. Enchant the Senses is probably better than Lightning Bolt. Like, I could buy 2 Enchant the Senses, then I would get a wound, which kind of sucks. Psychic Trauma is probably better than this in this setup. Or maybe it isn't, I don't know. I think I want to overpay for this Enchant the Senses. Okay, Ice Slide, great. I need to figure out if I want to buy this or not, and get the wound. I think I don't. Do I want to buy an officer? I think I don't want to buy an officer either. Yeah, I think I just want to buy a sidekick. This turn is not super great. I think I'm just healing the wound. I could buy Night Hunter and get this wound, which feels probably not right. Just heal this wound. Getting a lot of KOs on the right side is going to be very great because of the way Iceman scales. So I'm going to fight both of these. Fight this for 3, KO an agent. Fight this for 3, KO another agent? No, this time I'll KO a trooper, because I need a little bit of extra recruit on this side. Seven recruit. I could fight this. This side doesn't have an instinct. I think I'd just overpay for nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide, I mean. It doesn't really fit with what I'm trying to do over here, though. I could overpay for Night Hunter. That gives me recruit, sort of. I could one attack draw a card. That doesn't really feel like it does anything. I think I just want 7 recruit and then nowhere to hide. 3 attack is 3 attack. And if I get the Enchantress uncommon, I can use the attack to fight Apocalypse. I can't just sit around waiting for Ancient One and Enchantress cards to show up. I need to buy something, so... I think this is the right choice. I might be able to get card draw with it. There's another War of the Mind. That's also very good over here. Master Strike. Each player reveals hand puts all their heroes that cost 1 or more on top of their deck. Well... this turn suddenly got significantly worse. So did this one. to recruit. Although, this turn looks pretty spicy. Never mind. Each player reveals hand puts all their heroes that cost 1 or more on top of their deck. Welcome to the funny apocalypse funniness. Cost 1 or more? Yep, that includes you. Apocalypse funny. Brother. Surely he won't draw another one, right? That would never happen. Good, okay. Okay. KO all the wounds, and we get some more wounds. Draw 2. Draw 2. 1 attack, draw a card. I could KO something with Soul Sacrifice. And by something, I mean this. I think I'd rather just get War of the Mind. Well, say I KO this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 recruit. That's not enough to buy this and fight this. I think I'll just KO an agent. I could KO this. Then I've got a bunch of stuff. 1, 2, 3, an extra 1, 2, 3 because of the trigger. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 14. I could fight Apocalypse. I think I would rather just buy War of the Mind for 7. Buy this. This is just a 2 recruit card, but it's a 2 recruit card that triggers this. And another Soul Sacrifice to keep KOing my entire deck. Very good. Okay, investigate my deck for a card that costs 0, KO it or discard it, KO this on top. Who am I prodigying? Probably Frostbite Armor, right? Which means I should deep freeze. I could prodigy this and try to get a KO. I feel like that's not going to work. I'll do this first. Draw a card, and then I get +1 recruit for each other ranged hero I played this turn. 2 recruit, draw a card. 2 attack. Whenever I defeat a villain this turn, I gain a new recruit. 3 attack. And then I draw a card for each ranged hero I played this turn, which would be 4. Okay. I'm going to buy this for 5. Then I Soul Sacrifice. No, then I Prodigy Frostbite Armor. For 3 attack, draw 4. This is 2 attack, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 more. I am going to KO this. Okay, this side is already getting pretty damn spicy. I don't have Instinct. It's kind of annoying. I'm gonna fight Apocalypse for 12. Each other player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck, KO each of their cards that cost 1 or more, and puts the rest back in any order. Fuck. That's not great. I still have 1 more, that's fine. Then I buy this for 3, or for 4, and move you. Fight this for 3. Fight KO one of my heroes. I have enough recruit. And whenever I defeat a villain this turn, I gain a new recruit. Each player reveals their hand and puts all their heroes that cost 1 or more on top of their deck. We're out of those now. I don't have to worry about that ever again. This is going to escape, which is bad. I mean, maybe it won't. Well, I want that. I have enough to buy it, so I will buy it. And I guess I'm fighting the Sentinel, because I really don't want that to escape. So, 1 recruit. I will KO a Trooper. Fight this for 3. Fight KO one of my heroes. And buy Irresistible Bribe. Okay, Scheme Twist, we KO the wounds and put some more wounds out. Okay, I no longer have to worry about losing because of the scheme. Start with 1 attack, draw a card. My 4 recruit. Let's see what I draw. 2 recruit, draw a card. It's a little bit awkward. You don't have an instinct. Death, huh? I don't mind KOing Maria that much if I fight this. Do I have a 9 attack? I don't think I have 9 attack. I sure don't. To attack whenever I defeat an adversary this turn, I gain a new recruit. I could KO Darwin to get an extra 2 recruit, which would let me buy this without... Wait, I don't want that. I want this one. Though, let me buy this without getting the wound. That's probably worth it. 1 recruit, I KO Darwin. I get 2 extra recruit, and I buy this for 5. Wait, that only costs 3. I didn't need to do this. I didn't do this. And I did this instead. Why do I think this cost 4? And then 7 attack. I'm going to fight this for 7. Fight. Each other player reveals top 3 cards of their deck. Discards each that costs 1 or more and put the rest back in any order. That's a very bad discard, but that's fine. Okay, KO the wounds. I have 14 recruit this turn and can fight Apocalypse. I will do that. 2, 1, 2, 3, extra 3 because of the covert trigger. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Fight Apocalypse for 12. With War of the Mind. Each other player plays a 4 Horseman villain from their victory pile as if playing it from the villain deck. I only have one choice, so there you go. 2 recruit, gain a sidekick. Draw a card. 2 recruit, draw a card. Draw first, then Ice Slide, or Ice Slide and then draw 3. Probably draw first and then Ice Slide, because I can get more recruit, or more card draw. 3 attack, draw a card for each range tier I play this turn, that would be 2. Okay. I think I forgot to give myself a new recruit last turn. I can never, ever, ever remember Enchant the Senses. It's fine. I could buy the rare this turn. If I Darwin for recruit instead of for attack. I would have to get the wound. But this is a good card. Getting the wound is probably worth it. So I'm going to Darwin for recruit. This is 2 attack plus 2 more. I should have played them in this order instead, but hindsight and all that. I thought I would draw into more ranged. I'm going to buy this for 7, which gives me the wound, unfortunately, but that's fine. 9 attack. Do you have a covert in your hand? Nope. Or instinct, I mean. Fight this for 9, KO... Nowhere to hide? That feels wrong. You just fight Pestilence again. Fight you for 9. Fight, each other player reveals their hand and KOs one of the heroes that costs 1 or more. Goodbye. Sorry. Ambush. Dracula captures the top card of that hero deck. He gains attack equal to its cost. Fight, gain that card. Huh. I'll gladly buy that on any side that I can afford it on, or fight it on any side I can afford it on. I have 7 recruit this turn. I can bribe something. Also just fight Famine. No, fighting Famine seems... I need to prevent you from escaping, right? That's a bad escape effect. I could KO Maria and have 10 attack and fight this. 10. I like that idea. 1 recruit, I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile. I get recruit equal to its cost. Then I irresistible bribe Dracula and fight him for 10. And get the Enchantress rare. It's mine now. 1 recruit, I think I'm just KOing the wound with that. 2 attack, 2 recruit, draw a card. 2 attack, whenever I defeat an adversary this turn I gain a new recruit. 1, or I draw a card and then I get 1 recruit for each ranged hero I played this turn. 2 recruit, draw a card, and 2 attack plus 5 more attack. This is awkwardly not enough to fight Apocalypse. Also awkwardly. Oh, but this side has Dracula. This side doesn't have Dracula. This side will get wounds if I fight this. This is awkward. I can fight you. And then I can put something else into the astral plane. I don't think I need to buy these 2 cards. I'm gonna fight this for 6. Gain this. Each other player reveals an instinct here or discards a card. I'll just discard a card, that's fine. Then what am I fighting? Oh! I defeated an adversary. I gain a new recruit. Only this one, though. I played this first. Giving a wound to the right isn't great, but it isn't the end of the world. Giving 2 wounds to the right, that's kind of not... it's not ideal. Like, this side does have an instinct card in their deck. If I can just wait long enough, I can stop these from actually punishing me. I'm going to fight this for 7, and I'm going to discard the instinct card again. Each other player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck, discards each that costs 1 or more, and puts the rest back in any order. Three recruit, I'm going to buy a new recruit. Draw 2. Okay, I can put something into the astral plane. That one. I have 17 recruit, and can fight the mastermind with recruit this turn, and I'll do that. Each other player KOs 2 heroes from their discard pile that each cost 1 or more. That's rather oh, I can just KO these. Do I have a better option? Not really. KOing an Enchant the Senses might not be the worst idea. No, I'll just KO the 2 new recruits. I've gotten very lucky, and the last tactic is the Immortal and Undefeated. 5 recruit. Another Astral Confrontation. Just as a 2 recruit card. I don't know about that one. I'm just by his sidekick. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Okay, 5 attack. Any villain I fight on the bridge this turn gets -2 attack. Then 3 attack, I draw a card. This is an awkward time to draw. Do I want to draw a card? Hold up. Let me decide this. I don't think I want to draw a card right now. I think I'm going to play them in the other order. Because I would like to get these 2 back in the shuffle if possible. 10 attack. I can fight you and finally not have the problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It gets -2 attack this turn because of Tidal Wave. Fight each other player reveals an instinct hero gains a wound, and then I fight you for 3. And fight KO one of my heroes. 2 recruit, I'm going to buy a sidekick. I feel like I'm going to win. Ambush. The player to your right reveals the Marvel Knights hero or gains a wound. One recruit, I'm going to KO you. Then I draw 3 and put Unending Anguish on the bottom of my deck. Is there a way for me to draw that again? Probably not. Then I just draw 2 And I draw 3 and put Unending Anguish on the bottom of my deck. Hello? Okay, hold on. Let's count. 1, 1, 2, 3, and I have double instinct so I can fight him with both recruit and attack. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. I win this turn. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 17, 23, 24. I did the math bad. Math bad. I fight Apocalypse for 12. This is the final tactic, and then I fight Apocalypse for 12 and win. Easy. Funny chain of bullshit where all the Master Strikes came out in a row while I had that hand of 6 good cards on the right. That was very funny and cool. But yeah, this went rather well. The special rules didn't end up mattering because I just got lucky and had the Immortal and Undefeated as the last tactic. But even if it wasn't, I had plenty of time. This deck was basically exactly how I wanted it to be. Big recruit deck, very nice. And big range deck, very nice. And Blade was here. He did his best. Let's count some VP. Left side got 30, and the right side got 26. If you add those together, you get 56. Go to results, we did it! We beat a hero path. Character unlocked Blade, final score 386, lives left 3, player count 2, final blow, yes. Very funnily, I started this hero path because when I did my funny random generation shenanigans, I pulled Blade Daywalker, and this hero path unlocks Blade Daywalker, but Blade Daywalker was not a part of any of these battles at all. So I have unlocked him in addition to Blade, but he wasn't part of the game. Hello? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. What the fuck? God, it's so laggy now. I don't know why this mod in particular is so laggy now with the new update. Like, Gloomhaven isn't this laggy, and Gloomhaven has significantly more assets. So I don't know what the deal is. Blade Daywalker, what do you do? Okay, you're like the opposite of Blade. You want the roofs to be empty. You have Moonlight? And Sunlight. Why does Daywalker have a Moonlight? Shouldn't Daywalker have more Sunlight than Moonlight? This is kind of confusing. But he does have a lot of odds, which works well with my other Moonlight character. What's her name? Dog. Wolfsbane. It's very interesting that this is like the opposite of the other Blade. Like, this one wants stuff not to be in the roofs. Although I guess the other Blade wants to kill stuff in the roofs, so if you kill stuff in the roofs and then play the stuff that patrols the roofs, it's sort of useful. I wish I had a chance to play around with this, because I feel like it's not... God, if this gets both patrols, that's kind of fucking busted. That's like 2 KOs. I'll try to bring him in at some point and play around with him. All right, other blade. Do I have any of his cards in either of these decks? I sure don't. This blade's weird. He's like a rooftop synergy guy. Like, you kill stuff in the roofs, you get a lot of draw, you get a lot of recruit. It's kind of cool. I don't know when I would ever want to bring him in. Like, he synergizes with Storm, too. And he has a card that moves stuff around, which synergizes well with other heroes that want stuff in specific spots, or with setups that want stuff in specific spots. I'm just worried that I'm not going to remember to do him. But this is my 20th hero path, which is exciting. I now have 20 heroes unlocked. I have 20 characters unlocked, and I've got like 29 or something heroes unlocked. No, I didn't finish Tony's. I think I've got like 24 heroes. 25? Something like that. 2 from Blade, 3 from Jean, and 3 from Gamora. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know about unlocking Blade. I don't know if I'm gonna use him that often, but he feels like he could be good in certain situations. Anyways, it's time to choose our next hero path. Who's it gonna be? Bam. Electro. Okay. First of all, let's see if I can do Electro without Weapon X and without Marvel Studios Phase 1. Where? Electro. No. Okay, why do you need Marvel Studios Phase 1? Let me look at that real quick. If it's something easy, I can just make like a creative substitution. Iron Foes in Battle 2. Okay. There's so many heroes, I don't need to do him. Let's do the next one. Kurth, Breaker of Stone. Can I do that one? Kurth. Where is K in the alphabet? There it is. Does this not have a hero path? Is this part of Hulk? No. What are you? You're an enemies of Asgard? You don't have a hero path. What? Are you someone that isn't the Hulk? Oh, you're Juggernaut. Right? Yeah, you're Juggernaut. Okay. And Juggernaut does have a hero path that does not require Marvel Studios Phase 1. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so next time we're doing Juggernaut's hero path. That's exciting. Juggernaut's probably one of my favorite villains from the X-Men. He's just cool. What's your deal? Alright, so you get this thrown artifact, you throw it, and then that synergizes with these cards. Got it, okay. I don't know what Juggernaut does, I guess we'll find out. So, next time we're going to be starting Juggernaut's hero path. That's kind of exciting, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.